Hey. I think the mic is like, the proportions are off. Anyway, hi everybody. Sorry for disappearing after I said I wouldn't, and I always say I don't, but then I do. I actually got promoted at work. Yay! Oh my god, yay! And then I got diagnosed with an autoimmune disease. Ooh. And that made me tired, but then also getting promoted at work means I've been a lot busier. So sorry about that. But even though I have been downsizing my doll collection, I did make a purchase. Okay, I haven't bought a doll this year, actually. Wow, I haven't bought a doll this year. And we're already in July, so that's crazy. So, like I said, I have really been downsizing my doll collection. I think I've sold like 4 or 5 dolls maybe, and I've sold a ton of accessories. So my collection is starting to feel a little bit more curated, which I love. I still have a long way to go because it is hard for me to part with things, but like I'm feeling like I'm enjoying my doll collection again. And, you know, part of me curating my collection instead of just being a completionist is getting dolls that I really enjoy. And there was a doll that was released relatively recently, and when she came out, I really liked her. I thought she was really cute, but I was always like, well, I'll just get her later. I'll get her later. Well, she's already being retired. And when I found that out, I had to get her. Like, what was I supposed to do? I was just like, not get her. Oh yeah, I have gotten a new microphone also since I recorded my last video, so prepare to be sick of me. If you follow me on Instagram, you already know what doll it is. But if you don't, then I'm gonna let you guess. I'm gonna let you guess which doll it is. I went to the American Girl store yesterday, which was the 4th of July. The only place to spend the 4th of July is at the American Girl store. So I did go by her yesterday, and I realized yesterday that she may be my last American Girl doll that I buy for a while, at least directly from the store. So we're gonna get into that too. I'm gonna explain why she's probably the last American Girl I'm gonna buy for a while. I might have clickbaited with this video. If I did, I mean, I'm like partly true. I probably won't buy another doll from the American Girl store unless there's like a sale, because like, yeah, we'll get into it. I probably just blew that mic out. Oh! American Girl store haul. Let's get her out. Any last minute guesses? Last minute guesses. I was making sure my audio was still recording, because if it wasn't, that would suck. It's Truly Me, number 128. I love this doll. When she got released, I thought she was so cute. She's a little basic, but like that's okay. I thought she was so cute. And I knew I really wanted her. So I actually went to the American Girl store like a couple weeks ago. It was like 2 weeks ago. It was fairly recently, and I noticed that all of the American Girls were in the new Truly Me outfits, except for like this one and a few others. So I've been kind of out of the loop because I've been so busy with like everything. So I asked on Instagram if this doll was being retired, and she is. Confirmed by American Girl, she is being retired. So she's only also been released for like 2 years. I think she came out in 2023. So I'm really surprised that they're already retiring her, because I think she's such a cute doll. I did have Luciana, which I thought kind of looked like her. And then I also had Truly Me number 66, who I think kind of looks like her. They were in my pile of dolls to sell, so I went ahead and sold them to make room for her, because this is a doll that I actually really want. So let's open her. Oh my god. Oh yes, girl. Best angle. She has the Josefina face mold and freckles. She has green eyes and black hair. So let's get her open. I think she's so cute. I'm so excited. Here is her All About Us book. I never fill these out. So you're on the market for one, let me know. Here she is. Ooh, should I do like some ASMR? Hold on. American Girl doll unboxing ASMR. Is that nice? Styrofoam ASMR. Let's take the hairnet off. Wow. That was so thrilling. Oh, that was so thrilling, guys. Thanks for tuning in to my doll unboxing ASMR. There were only like 3 of them left in the American Girl store. At least there were only 3 out on the floor. And actually all 3 of them were really cute. Their quality control was really nice. No complaints here. It was kind of actually hard for me to find a doll that I didn't want to like take home. But I picked this one because the like white space underneath her eyes, you can't really see. But it was a little bit more limited than the other dolls. So she's not as like, you know. And also she has a little bit of a head tilt, which I love. She was adopted. There you go. Adopted on the 4th of July. So if you have any little patriotic name suggestions, let me know. I love her. I'm so glad I got her. She's so cute. I'm gonna like put her here for the rest of the video. That looks creepy. Looks like she's like coming to unalive me. You know, I had a dream about that once. I had to be 10 because my dream was about Krissa. And I had a dream that Krissa was like in my closet, like trying to attack me. And she like came bolting. I was in bed and she like came bolting at me from my closet. And I jumped up out of bed and then I like ran out of my like door, my bedroom door. But for some reason it was just like an endless like moving walkway, you know, like at the airport. Or if you've ever been to Universal in Orlando, they have those moving walkways. And I was running on that. But it was like I was going the wrong way. So I was kind of like not really going anywhere. And Krissa was like chasing after me. And I didn't stop collecting dolls after that. So anyway. So why is this doll probably going to be my last American Girl doll for a while? Well, I'm glad you asked. American Girl raised their prices this year. Okay. The dolls used to be $115 a pop, and it was $115 for a while, pretty much up until this year. And this year the dolls were raised to $125 a pop. That was really explained because of the tariffs, because of the situations outside of American Girl's control. Totally get it. Well, when I saw this doll in the store before I knew she was being retired like 2 weeks ago, they were still $125. I went back yesterday, July 4th, to buy this doll. And it looks like all of the dolls are now $135. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but it looks like all of the American Girl dolls are $135. So luckily I had rewards, so my total ended up only being $113. Only. It was only $113. What do you mean? But my total was only $113 with my rewards. But if I did not have rewards, the total is not on here, but if I did not have rewards, it was going to be $143 for one doll with no accessories, no clothes, like just her. $143. American Girl is a luxury brand. It has always been a luxury brand. You know, like, it's a privilege to be able to buy American Girl dolls. And frankly, most of my collection are secondhand dolls. I did not buy these dolls directly from American Girl. It really wasn't until I moved near an American Girl store a couple years ago that I started to get more dolls directly from American Girl. And that was just because I was being irresponsible with my money and I was just really excited I would live near a store. And that's part of the reason why I'm purging part of my collection now. But still, there's, I think, a big difference between, and you know, a lot of the times I have rewards and I never really would end up paying full price. But almost $150 for just a doll. And if anything, the quality is getting worse. I can't justify that anymore when I can go purchase a doll secondhand for $60, even $80, and fix them up. And some of the older dolls, actually all of the older dolls, are better quality and they're going to hold up for a lot longer than these new dolls that often have like shedding hair, their eyes are all wonky, and they're just poorly, cheaply made. This is not the only line that's been affected by this. American Girl took away the Create Your Own line for a few months and they recently just brought it back. But now the Create Your Own dolls are $275, starting at $275. And that's just unhinged. I've always wanted to create your own doll, but $275 is a little crazy for the quality control problems that American Girl is having. And I feel the exact same way about the collector dolls. I do have a lot of the collector dolls. I can't say I'm gonna stop getting the collector dolls, but it's getting really expensive. It's getting really, really expensive, and in this economy, it's just a little crazy. You know, I understand that American Girl is raising their prices for things that are outside of their control, like the tariffs, but raising your prices twice in 1 year while not increasing quality at all is a little crazy. It's a little much. It's a little much. You know, like, the cost of everything is going up. I collect Labubus. Are we surprised that I like Pop Mart? Like, look at my room, you know. But I do collect Labubus, and recently the prices for Labubus went up from $21.99 to $27.99. The prices for everything are going up, so it's kind of hard to be like, oh, like, this is American Girl's fault. And ultimately it really isn't. It's because of everything else. But part of me feels like if you're going to be raising the prices that much, if you're going to raise the prices like twice in 1 year, can we at least get some better quality wigs? If I'm going to be dropping $150 on one doll, can she not be balding by the end of the year? Again, I'm not saying I'm never going to purchase from American Girl again, but probably won't be purchasing from them again this year. If I do, it'll probably be closer to the holidays when I can kind of splurge a little bit more. But like, also, especially when this doll is $102 online, she's on sale for $102 online because she's being retired. And then I go to the American Girl store and she's full price. And I was like, hey, like, she's $102 online, like. And they're like, oh, no, we don't do that. We don't do the sale. Like, that's just online only. And I only bought her because I had the rewards. And, like, with shipping, it probably would have ended up being the same price. But, like, sorry, my battery died, which tells me it's time to wrap it up. She will probably be my last American Girl doll for a while. Because if I'm being totally honest, I can't afford that. I cannot afford that. Even more reason to buy secondhand dolls. I love secondhand dolls. Part of the reason why I have such an extensive collection is because of the secondhand market. Like, you can make American Girl dolls accessible, but buying them directly from American Girl, that's not the way to do it. That's not accessible unless you're very wealthy. And if you are, congratulations. Can I borrow $20, please? Thank you so much. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope everyone had a great 4th of July if you celebrate. If you don't, then I hope you had a great week. Great weekend. Bye. Also, if you want to buy my stuff, it's linked on my Mercari link in bio. Thank you.